Good morning, everyone. I am Krista, and you are watching Heart to Heart with the Breakfast Club. We are all digital business owners and work online. Our intention is to have open dialogue about various subjects and hopefully get you thinking. Please keep in mind we are expressing our opinions and drawing from our own experiences. We value everyone's opinions and beliefs and would love to hear from you. Our topic today is single parents. Statistics Canada states in 2022, about 1.84 million single parent families were living in Canada, compared to 1.56 million in 2010. So it's rising, obviously. The stats for the USA are in 2023, there were about 15.09 million children living with a single mother and about 3.05 million children living with a single father. Some of the challenges a single parent faces are having less money, working overtime or multiple jobs to make ends meet, not having time to spend with their children, no emotional support system, and stressed, anxious, and worn out. We all know how important it is for children to spend time with their parents. However, when you're a single parent and working all the time, you may not have this option. So, what is the answer? I am challenging all the single parents out there to have a look at our business model. You're probably working multiple jobs anyway, so why not add another, which can add value and a way out of the never-ending cycle you're on. I know what it is like from personal experience, having been a single mom. I worked multiple jobs and was stressed and worn out, just like all of you. But this option was not available to me at the time. And I think back and I know this would have been a godsend for me. You will still have to work at it, but you're working anyways. And with this, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You can schedule your work time around what suits you best. And if you're anything like all of us, you will fall in love with it and our community, and it won't feel like work at all. Okay, let's hear what the girls have to say about this subject. What do you think, Pam?
Good morning, everyone. And thank you, Krista. This is a good topic to have. Actually, that is one of my bigger whys for joining this online business. Because when I joined, we were in the process of going from one industry to the other because we had a brick and mortar. He was into the fishery and all this was going on. And at the same time, my niece became a single parent of 2 children. She was working 24/7 and trying to run a household and taking care of 2 kids. So when I was on board with this online business and I was seeing so many single parent come into the field and making a go of it and taking the stress off, being able to spend time because the kids are in hockey. Now her daughter is in university. So it's all extra that she has to take care of. I'm sure she gets help from other places. But anyway, she was my why. So anybody that is looking for a way to help take the stress off, to spend more time with their kids instead of being working and away from home 24/7. I know she used to take her work. She used to have book work to do and she'd take it to the hockey games when the boy had hockey. And she and the boy would pack up and they'd take off to help the girl settle in a room for getting ready for university. It's all so much stress. But when I introduced her to this, she said, okay, I think this could be a way out. So hopefully, I pray that one day she will be successful in this business. But it is a very good option Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Pam. Yes, I remember all those running the road, trying to get the homework done. The kids would do their homework in the car while they were going to their sports, and I would be working 2 or 3 jobs and trying to fit in sleep and meals and everything in between. Then they even ate in the car, actually. So yeah, I remember that running all the time. Okay, Josie.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, that is a very good topic. For me, it just brings to my mind, because I'm a Christian, and our church supports widows and orphans. And so I'm thinking specifically of one young lady in our church whose husband left her with 3 young children. And so our church is obeying the scriptures that we are to look after that woman and her children. And so this year has been a huge blessing for her because she was short at the end of November for her rent. So someone, we don't know who, donated money specifically for her rent. And then the people that she rents from, who are Christians from our church as well, eliminated her rent for December. So she is overwhelmed, but those are the things that we do to be God's hands and feet, right? So one of my biggest yearning with this business is to be able to continue to help people like that, the widows and the orphans, women who are struggling from abuse, and et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. We heard the statistics. People shouldn't have to go without. And with, we have a system at the church to be able to know that it's not being abused. But there are also opportunities, right? So sometimes we think we're in a situation where we're stuck. Well, sometimes there are opportunities. We've seen people start this business and, sell pies and pies and what's that word? Preserves and stuff like that, just to be able to have a little bit of money to put away to be able to invest in this business. And they have gone to be very, very successful in this business. So where there's a will, there is a way. And not only that, I think back of all the JOBs I've had in my past, I've never had this kind of support. So by joining a business like this one, you have unbelievable support. We would be here for you and help you along the way. And you can create an amazing future for yourself and your family. So thank you very much. That was a great topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. And what a wonderful thing your church is doing. I know when I was first found myself single, I had to reach out for help as well. But I also know that how you feel when you have to do that. And it's more empowering when you can empower yourself and build something for yourself and for your future than relying on other people. I know that when I started taking steps to change my situation, I felt more empowered than when I needed help. And not that there's anything wrong with taking help when you're in that situation and when you need it. Obviously, yes. But we want to empower people to move forward and empower themselves because you're capable and you're worth it. Okay, Darlene, your turn.
Yeah, single parent households, they're definitely more common worldwide than we even realized, I guess. I didn't know it was that big a percentage. And there's really different reasons for this. It could have been like from accidents, divorced, or whatever, right? There's so many different reasons why that could happen. And I know the economic strain would be probably a lot higher because there's twice the challenges and twice the responsibilities for that one person parent. So if you have a support system, it's all good. It can end up to be, well, if you don't have, it can be a bad situation. But if you do, it can be tolerable, I guess. There's a specific case that I need to mention in the family, extended family, where one of the girls, she had, I think it's 5 as far as I know so far, children with different fathers. And there's reasons involved, but I'm not going to go into that. But every one of those children have to be placed in different homes because she can't keep them, right? I don't know why, but that's the way it is. But anyway, and what Jose was just talking about there, about the lady, the girl that got help, our church every year, they give out these baby bottles, and we take them all home, right? And we put money into it. And it's on Mother's Day that we take it home, and we bring them back home or back to the church on Father's Day. And they help the unwed girls that need the help, that have these children, right? So that's a really great thing. And I love what the church does. They help so many people. And it's just a wonderful thing. And this is a very, very important topic. And thank you very much for bringing it to us, Krista.
Yeah, the churches do wonderful things for the community, for sure. And our community as a whole, as the online, do wonderful things as well. It's kind of like, it's not a church, but it's kind of that kind of feeling. You know, our community really bonds together and supports each other. So yeah, there's community everywhere around here. Okay, Jesse, your turn.
Good morning, ladies. Wow, this is an interesting topic, Krista. The numbers are quite mind-blowing, and to think that it's probably continuing to grow. Single families, wow, okay. Yeah, there's a lot that's going on in today's economy, in today's world. Of course, when family separates, we know that there are various reasons. I also believe that statistics does state that one of the major reasons is lack of financial resources, and sometimes it's also just basically money is the reason for most divorces, right? So it's either the lack of money or the lack of the understanding of how money needs to be placed within the family. And that can lead to a lot of constraints. It can lead to a lot of lack of communication and so on. Especially young people nowadays, or I would say my generation, the independency of being a woman and wanting to provide for yourself and own yourself, and the idea of being able to share that with somebody else when you're not used to it can also raise a lot of conflict when there's no patience and understanding. So yes, it takes a lot of wisdom to be able to come to that understanding. And when that is not there, I believe that can also or leads to this staggering number of single family situation that's going on. Personally, I got a taste of it, I would say. It's currently not the situation, but I can totally relate to Jose's example to Pam's example and yourself, Krista, it can be very difficult, or it is very difficult. It's challenging when you have children involved. The financial restraint is mind-blowing, which is one of the reasons why I actually also decided to really take action into this business. Surprisingly, during COVID, I did come across a news feed of this business on my social media platform. At that moment, or at that point, I was in a different situation. I was comfortable and totally disregarded it, right? But of course, I feel that it came to me again this time around, not by coincidence, because I know that my God is a God of purpose, and He has a plan for my life, and I'm here for a reason. It's not by chance. But of course, it needed to come to me when I was at my lowest for me to see it. And God has a very he has a great sense of humor, I would say, right? So I really believe in this business. I understand the model. I did understand it when I embarked on it. It took me a year to actually make that decision because I wanted to make sure, and I wasn't even sure, but I did it anyways. And that's me taking a leap of faith. And I'm very happy that I did. I'm excited that I took the action and I'm where I am today because I know my purpose in life. I know where I want to be and the life that I want for my children and my family. And I know that this is the only business that could lead me there sooner than what I'm currently doing. Not to get me wrong, I love what I do. I love my job, but it would not lead me to my desire goal. And my hope is to get there. And I know that in belief, I will get there. So if whatever your situation is, regardless of your, your family status, you should always have a plan B. You should always have something to do on the side. There's nothing wrong in having more money. It's actually, as my Bible tells me, is that the love of it is the root of sin or evil. But if you have money and you're doing good things with it, you're just going to keep getting more and more, and you're helping people with it. So embark on this business. It's the best opportunity that you could ever take upon yourself. Thank you, and have yourself a great day.
Thank you, Jesse. You made some really good points. And you're right. You could love your job. You could love where you are, but you might have a different vision for your life or where you want to go. And that's fine. That's okay. And with this business, it's flexible and you can do 2 at the same time or 3 because you can because I've done 2 or 3 of the regular jobs at once. So you can certainly do this alongside it as well because you can schedule it when you want to do it. But this subject I'm very passionate about, having been a single mom myself, and to empower women is something that I'm really passionate about. And you can do it and you're worth it. And it's just a matter of believing, because I know what it's like when you're in that state, when you're raising your kids and you're overrun with debt and you don't know how you're going to make it from one day to the next. But I can tell you, you can do it. And you take steps to make yourself a better life. And I have this life that I have now because I believed in myself. And I believed in my children, and I wanted to show my children that I could make a better life for all of us. And you can do it too. So there you go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our discussion and it gave you some food for thought. If it sparked your interest and you're open to finding out more, Register for our free live information session happening tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to the website of the person's page you're watching from and register, or send them off a message and they will make sure you get the website to register. A replay is available as well if this time frame doesn't work for you. Children spell love T-I-M-E, Dr. Whitham. So there you go, everyone. I'm signing off now. I hope you have a wonderful day.